everyone, welcome to Carissa's Bread Basket. Today I'm actually going to show you how you can take the soft sourdough discard rolls recipe off of farmhouseonboone.com and you can actually make a pan pizza. It's a thick crust pizza with that basic bread dough, and what I've done is I've doubled it, but we're only going to use half of that for this recipe. You don't have to double it, but if you want to make two pizzas, then you can. And you can actually use a 13x9 pan, or you can use a little bit bigger one like this one. This will be a little bit of a thinner crust, so if you want a thicker crust, then you can use a 13x9 pan, and that'll turn out great. We actually did that the other night for dinner, and it was great. So let's get started. All right, so I've already made the dough and I've let it rise. And actually what I did this last night so that way I would be ready this morning to do my video. And I let it just rise for about 30 minutes or so just to get it started, and then I put it in my refrigerator. And that's what's cool about this dough. You can actually pause it for a little bit if you're not ready to bake with it. You can just put it in the refrigerator for up to 48 hours, I believe it is. And then you can just bake it whenever you're ready. So it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch this down. And then we're actually going to divide this in half. Like I said, we're going to use half of this. I'm actually making a loaf for someone today, so we're going to use the other half for that. So let me grab a knife. And then we're just going to split this in half. And what's kind of cool too, when it's cold like this, actually easier to mold. And I'm forgetting a step. We're gonna back up a minute. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is I don't quite have it melted, I just want it to be softened, but you're gonna want to put some butter in your pan or else this is gonna stick. And also it gives it that nice crispy crust on the bottom whenever you add this butter to it. So I really recommend that you do that. And I would use butter instead of oil. I have found that oil tends to burn easier. Even the avocado oil, which is what I've always used, it just doesn't turn out as well as the butter in the pans. So just kind of keep that in mind as you do this. And you can check out the recipe for the rolls. I actually have two videos that show. One of them is making it into a soft loaf, sandwich loaf. And then I have a video that tells you how to make 32 discard dinner rolls. And so either one of those, the one with the loaf is going to be more detailed, but either one, you can look at either one. And of course, go to farmhouseonboone.com and you can search easy, soft, sourdough discard dinner rolls, and you'll find the recipe there. So I've already put the butter in, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder in the bottom of this. We love garlic in this family, so can't ever have too much of that. Okay, now we can go ahead and spread out our dough. I'm going to split this back apart, and then we will spread this into our pan. And next week, I'm actually going to show you how to make a ham and Swiss melt with this exact same dough. This dough is so versatile. You can do all kinds of stuff with it, I'm finding out. I have made the pizza before. This is just kind of my recipe, what I put together. And then I got the idea for the ham and Swiss melt from a friend of mine. So it's just really, really versatile. Even the pizza, you can do barbecue chicken. You can make it a Hawaiian pizza if you want to. Use Canadian bacon, pineapple. I mean, the sky is the limit on this. I actually am going to use sausage today. I just browned up some breakfast sausage, and so that's what we're going to do with this pizza. All right, now you have a couple options right now. You can either let this rise for 30 minutes to an hour before you put your toppings on, or you can go ahead and put your toppings on and then let it rise with them on there. Either way, it doesn't matter. I've done it both ways and they both work. I did find that when I let it rise first, that the crust was a little bit thicker. And so if you prefer that, then you can do that. It's just up to you. So I think today I'm going to go ahead and put the toppings on now and then let this rise. All right, so next thing I want to do is do another layer of butter. And you can actually pinch up the sides and make like an outer crust. You don't have to do that. I kind of like to do that because at the end, before I actually am finished with it, I take melted butter with garlic on it, and then I just kind of drizzle that across that crust and let it bake for a few more minutes like that. And it really turned out great when I did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little bit of a crust. And then we'll go ahead and put this thin layer of butter. Portion control is the key, by the way. If you watch my videos and you're like, oh my gosh, she uses so much butter, sugar, all the stuff. Well, it's real ingredients. It's not artificial, so that's a good thing. But portion control is the key. All right, so now we're gonna put our sauce on. And, oh, no, it's not there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I bet you could guess what I was grabbing. I think these have made it in almost every one of my videos. I love these little things. All right, so get as much of that as you want. This is my absolute favorite pizza sauce, Classico. Holy cow, it's a game changer if you haven't tried it. For homemade pizzas, oh my gosh, it's so good. Dip it in your toasted ravioli in it. Oh, it's awesome. All right, now I am a sauce girl, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up another jar and go ahead and put some more of that down. I love pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, all of it. All right. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our sausage or pepperoni or whatever toppings that you want to use. And you're just gonna sprinkle that over it. And we like a lot of meat in our pizza. So this is a full pound of sausage. Just breakfast. I think it was Bob Evans' original breakfast sausage. So just spread that out. And then the next thing you want to do, I actually shred my own cheese most of the time unless I'm running short on time. But it melts so much better, so much easier. And I load this thing down with cheese. So don't be shy with your mozzarella. All right. So there is that. And then, like I said, we're gonna let this sit for probably an hour and let that bread dough rise. And then we will be back. I'll show you guys what it looks like up close. And then we will get this ready for the oven. Okay, this has been sitting on the back of my stove covered for about an hour. And you can see that it has really puffed up really nicely. And so you just want that. You want it to be puffy, and just that means it's just ready to go. What I'm gonna do is I've got my oven set for 400 degrees. The bread recipe calls for 375 degrees, but I turn it up a little bit when I do the pizzas because I want them to be a little bit browner on the bottom. And plus it's spread out more than what a bread loaf would be. And so it just works better, I feel like, at 400 degrees. But we're gonna do 15 minutes and then check it. And then I'm probably gonna go ahead and add my melted butter and my garlic at that time. And so yeah, so I can't wait till this is finished. Can't wait to show you guys. Let's do it again. So it has been right at about 10 minutes. And so what I'm gonna do now, I have about 1/4 of a cup of melted butter, and I'm gonna take 1/2 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm gonna mix that together. And then I'm actually going to spread this around the perimeter on the crust. And this just gives it such a nice flavor, and it actually enhances the crust. I feel like it does a lot. So we're just gonna mix that together. And then just take your brush, your pastry brush, and just go all around the edges. And then when this bakes, it's just going to give it a nice brown, crusty, garlic flavored crust. So it's going to be delicious. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back in, and then we'll bake it for probably another 10-15 minutes, and then I'll start checking the temperature of it. You want this to be at 200 degrees, the dough. So yeah, and that means the crust will be finished. So, all right, just a few more minutes. All right, our pizza is done, and it smells and looks absolutely delicious. I did have a mishap was I was putting it in the oven. So there may be a blooper reel coming out on my shorts, so you might want to check that out. But I'm so glad that this is okay. But anyways, so this is the pizza that I made out of the soft bread dough that I make with the sourdough discard. And I can't wait to try this, and it is absolutely delicious. I think tonight we're going to have this with some toasted ravioli and my favorite pizza sauce. So it's family night tonight. Can't wait. All right, I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Try this. It's absolutely delicious.